it makes sense that we would want our Lenten resolutions, our New Year's resolutions too, but for all the reasons that we've said, they're less attuned to this type of thing. We want them to be, things that are clear, things that are specific, things that we can objectively say during it what we're doing, and at the end of it, what we've done and how we've grown. We want it to be something we can get a win on. Like, I think that's important. Like you said, we want it to be something attainable. And there's a humility there that I think is worth pointing out when we start with something that isn't attainable. Like a couple examples of that. For one of the things I've been trying to do to get more into the habit of daily prayer, because it's not something that I'm particularly great at, was I told myself, okay, I'm going to do Liturgy of the Hours. Because I like Liturgy of the Hours. I'm going to do morning prayer and night prayer every day. Which, if you're doing that, that's like, 25 minutes of praying combined. Morning prayer is the longer of the two. Yeah, I didn't keep that up. I do one of them some days. It's basically what that boiled down to. Now, I could sit back and say, okay, that's a failure. Or I could sit back and humbly kind of smile and laugh at myself and say, all right, you've found something that's more your level in this, even if that current state of affairs could be more specific and measurable and other things, right? It still is an increase. It still is something that is good. It still is an improvement. I can point to that and say, okay, that's something I wasn't doing before. And I'm sure there are spiritual benefits as well from it, right? Like, whether I feel them or don't feel them, like, who cares? Like, this is a good thing. And so I can be humble and I can say, all right, that was something I still did attain. Thanks be to God. Now let's try and make it better, right? But this is good. I don't have to call it bad or insufficient or something. This is good. And so give yourself that pat on the back. If you make progress in something, you made progress. If you got better, you got better. If you didn't meet this high and lofty vision for stuff, like, all right, it is a trajectory up. Another example of this is this entire podcast. Because when Ethan first talked to me about the idea of it, of course, at the beginning, I'm doing what I normally do. And so I'm thinking about all the ways in which we can make it really cool and professional. And we got to find our niche right away. And like, there's all, like, everything could be done so much better, right? And I used to get annoyed at Ethan because he wasn't a man of the same ambition as myself in that regard. But it has been a great experience not meeting those lofty ambitions. Yet, at least, right? I mean, I'm not saying we'll never meet them. But just letting go of them. And being okay with being like, yeah, this is us doing our thing. And I was thinking about that recently. Like, this is, like, it's cool that we're just kind of doing what we're doing. If it could be so much better, like, I mean, who cares? Like, I kind of don't care anymore. I'm just okay with us doing our thing. And we'll just try and improve it as time goes on, of course. But, like, would you rather not just be content with that? Like, oh yeah, we have a podcast now. Oh yeah, we're on episode 30 as of this recording. Oh yeah, we have gotten objectively better, and subscribers go up and views go up, and I hear good things about it from people I know. Whether I expect them to have watched it or not. So, like, yeah, that's a good thing. It's good to be content. It's good to be humble. It's good to be full of joy in that regard. And you get that way by getting a win. And you get a win by getting out of your own way and making the goal attainable. So I guess it's my reflection on the A part of SMART. And lastly, the timely part is great. I mean, in other words, it's good to have a light at the end of the tunnel. And it's especially good when the light at the end of the tunnel happens to be the light of the world. Arising in glory.
Very well said.
So, yeah, I'll take that.
Just to briefly backtrack and go back to Attainable, not only does your Lenten resolution not have to be something huge and ambitious, it can be something really small. When we were preparing for this podcast, I told Dominic this story that this fellow decided one Lent that he was going to give up sugar in his coffee. A small sacrifice, but an important one. Mm-hmm. If you know how different coffee tastes with and without sugar.
If you really liked it, yeah, that'd be a sacrifice.
He really liked sugar in his coffee, so he gave it up. And it is a very small and very specific thing, but it had a really, really big effect on him. But then by the end of Lent, and throughout the year after, because he kept up the habit, he realized, oh, I actually like coffee without sugar more than coffee with sugar. So then the next Lent, he did other things, but the next Lent, one of his Lenten resolutions was then to add sugar into the coffee.
It's funny how
and
that
drinking
works.
his coffee in a way that he didn't care for as much.
It's amazing.
Which I just find that story fantastic.
It
Because
is.
again, you don't have to do something huge. And actually, it is probably better if you don't do something enormous and huge that everybody else can see. Because our Lord also had very strong words about that. Like when you pray, go up into your room and shut the door. And when you fast, wash your face and trim your beard. Which, yes, I am aware I need to do. But don't leave yourself unkempt so everybody knows that you're fasting. So if you do just little things that basically nobody that doesn't know you well can tell you're even doing, that is even better. Because it's not about what other people can see you doing. It's about what you're actually doing.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the pasta and water fast isn't for you.
Maybe if it's simply a matter of, at meals, you eat a little bit less of what you like and a little bit more of what you don't like.